This is a story of the Han Solo movie and the one director who had to hold it all together. It's Ron Howard's Han Solo movie. And here we are. The Han Solo movie, which apparently you didn't know was a thing until 5 seconds ago.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be I want to say it's the, if Rogue One was the first extended universe movie in Star Wars side story thing. Han Solo's movie with a younger version of Han Solo, Chewie, Lando Calrissian. That's going to be the second one. And there are apparently some creative differences between the directors that were working on this Han Solo movie, which I believe started production a couple of months ago. So this is probably not the best thing to happen, I would imagine, when you're in the midst of filming, to change directors, but that's what happens. So you have the Lego movie directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. They began shooting earlier this year. They had creative differences, and they actually were creative differences. I believe one of them stated that one of them wanted Han Solo to be kind of silly, not silly, sarcastic, but in a really sarcastic, funny way. And the other one wanted Han Solo to be like, no, he's sarcastic in a jerk way, because that's how Han Solo is. He's not a funny character. He's not a comedic character. Let's leave, comedy out of Han Solo as a character. And I'd have to say I agree with that. Like, I don't know that Han has ever been a source of much humor in Star Wars. He's a scoundrel. He's a ruffian. He's
bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. He's been hunted by bounty hunters. He smuggles stuff from one end of the galaxy to the other. Okay? So he's, especially when he's younger, he doesn't believe in the Force. He doesn't believe he believes, he's basically a space pirate. That's what it comes down to. Not like a Jack Sparrow kind of space pirate, but just a normal, not very good guy kind of way. So those differences, I guess they couldn't reconcile them, and now it was rumored a few days ago that Ron Howard, who's a pretty well-known director in Hollywood, that was rumored that he was going to do it. And it looks like just this Thursday, he confirmed that, yeah, he's going to be directing the Han Solo movie going forward. And of course, he's done Arrested Development and a few other projects. I can't really think of much else. But that's the story. Would you go see a Han Solo movie? It's gotta be better than Rogue One. I still find that film very disappointing.
I don't know what people were expecting. This is the story about the people who got the information about the Death Star.
Hey, why are they not in the rest of Star Wars? Oh, don't worry, you'll find out.
Spoiler alert, they die. Literally all of them. Some of them in ways is just like, well, that's just depressing. Like the pilot, just like, boom, grenade in there, dead. Like, didn't even get he just looked at it and was like, oh, boom.
And I was like, okay, so are we watching a Star Wars movie, or are we just watching a random Battlefront match?
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot that was even a main character at one point. I was like, why are they showing a pilot dying? And like, oh, that was their pilot. Whoa.
That was the dude with the plans from the other dude who we could have... No, he didn't have the plans from the other dude. He had a message telling them, this is where you can get the plans from, instead of just
getting the plans.
Here are the plans.
But you know what? That's, they already made it that far. They didn't want to go back to make sense. They're like, you know what? Yeah, no, this is good.
This already makes no sense. Why not? But yeah, he died. So his role served no purpose, and then he dies a purposeless death. He dies while he's trying to do something, and he doesn't even pull that off right. Worthless character.
So sad.
Then you have the bit more interesting guy, I am one with the Force is with me.
And then he dies.
Who does things that I've not even seen Jedi pull off, but he's just like a Jedi palace guard. Yeah, he dies.
And his friend just watches. He doesn't give him cover
Yeah.
fire or anything. He's just like, no, don't.
I much prefer the how it should have ended version of Rogue One.
It was pretty funny.
And it's just like, yeah, that's exactly how this movie could have gone down. And the writers were just like, oh, we couldn't really think of a way to have them all survive. Really? Come on. How it should have ended was able to figure this out in a couple of weeks. You had months, literally, no, years to figure that out in writing. Sorry, doesn't work. But Ron Howard, I think the movie will probably improve as a result of him being at the helm. I have a lot of respect for his work and what he does, with the exception of the season 4 Arrested Development. I'm still very much not sure that should have happened. But still, he's a good actor, and it's Star Wars. I think anyone who does a Star Wars movie at this point, while it's going to be a yearly thing, every year we get a Star Wars movie, and they're going to be less and less and less special. It hasn't reached that point yet, and it's still going to be something that's any director should chomp at the bit to be involved in. Because at this point, you could just do one movie and then boom, you're done. You did your thing.
Exactly.
And then you can be like, I directed a Star Wars film.
And then you can die happy.
Right, because that's the American
That's what
dream.
life is all built up for.
Right. Making Star Wars films.
Exactly.